Hello, everybody, and welcome to Learn with PosterMyWall. I'm Lisa. Today's free class is how to use user-generated content to grow your business. This week, our guest is videographer, photographer, and social media creator, Monica Farber. And Monica's going to show you everything you need to know to entice your customers to create and publish content that promotes your business on your behalf. If you'd like to motivate your customers to create positive social media content for you, you are going to love today's class. So if a company tells you how great they are, do you believe them? I mean, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But if someone you trust, say a friend or a family member or an influencer that you follow, posts content raving about a company or an experience or a store, you're probably a lot more likely to believe them. So the technique of getting customers to publicly praise your company is not new, but it is super effective on social media. Now, some people call it third-party validation, some people call it social proof, and some people call it user-generated content, but regardless, it is perhaps the most powerful tool that you have to, as a marketer, to score points with prospective customers. The goal for today is for you to leave with a few new ideas you can use to entice your customers to create content on your behalf. So Monica, if you haven't been to any of her classes before, she is principal at Hello Fancy Media, which is an Atlanta-based boutique agency that specializes in photography and video for content creation. And she's worked for a whole lot of clients, including Buttermilk Kitchen, McDonald's, and iHeartMedia. So welcome, Monica.
Thank you, Lisa. Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Here we go. How to use user-generated content. Okay, user-generated content, social proof, or third-party validation. You've probably heard all of those terms. It is one of the most powerful and cost-effective techniques you can use to grow your small business, especially because oftentimes it can be free. 55% of consumers trust user-generated content over other forms of marketing. So if you're not using this, you absolutely should be. So let's talk about a few examples of user-generated content. I'm going to show you 4 here that I personally created and shared on my own personal Instagram page for these companies. First and foremost, this is a local company here in Atlanta called Bell & Tin. They're an online boutique. They sell jewelry, accessories, all sorts of like fun travel things, and they sent me this beach bag. I posted something on Instagram about how I was headed to the Bahamas, and they sent me their brand new bag that they were selling last summer, and I posted this for them.
The more rules are gonna try to get you to follow. You just gotta keep living, man. LIVIN.
So I don't know if you can hear that, but that was a trending reel sound that was going around last summer, and I thought that was perfect for this. So I posted this on my Instagram, I tagged them, and they immediately saw it. They shared it to their Instagram stories, to their Instagram page, and I don't know if they're selling this bag this summer, but if so, they can share it again. Because how cool is this, that they have someone with their beach bag in this crystal clear blue water rather than just the regular product shots that they use to sell the bag. I mean, I would rather purchase it seeing it actually in action. Next, McDonald's released their spicy chicken McNuggets last, I think it was January or February, and they sent me a gift card and asked me if I would post something on behalf. I could have just like went to the store and ate some McNuggets, but I wanted to make it a little bit more fun and creative. So I took a box of chocolates, dumped it out, and filled it full of McNuggets. Here's my post. It wouldn't be Valentine's Day weekend without sharing the prettiest darn box of chicken nuggets I ever did see. McDonald's is now serving up spicy nugs in addition to your childhood favorite. Get creative this year. People loved this post. I had friends calling me, that was hilarious, so cute, loved it. McDonald's shared it. And honestly, they could share this again and again. They can get rid of the comment there as long as they tag me as the creator of this content. This is just something fun that they can share that they did not have to hire a production team to create. Next, we have the Claremont rooftop. Hotel Claremont is a really popular hotel here in Atlanta, and they have a really great rooftop patio, which, as you can imagine, doesn't get a lot of action in the wintertime. So what they did was they enclosed it, and they had this Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil theme last year around Christmas time. They invited a bunch of influencers to come up, and a very good friend of mine is an influencer here in Atlanta. And all of these influencers, they said, hey, bring a friend with you. Most likely those friends, even if they're not influencers, are going to also have social media, particularly Instagram accounts. So she invited me, and I posted this in front of the Hotel Claremont, telling everybody, here's where I am. They're offering new cocktails, apps. It's like the most beautiful city view. It's a heated patio. And then all of a sudden, all of these people who follow me are like, wow, whether they stopped because they liked my red boots or my dress, or they were looking for a fun night out, they saw this picture and thought, hey, maybe that's something we can do fun this Friday night. I didn't know anything about the Hotel Claremont, or I didn't know the rooftop was open now, except for all of these influencers and non-influencers in Atlanta are now posting about it. Again, this is not specific to one campaign, so they can post this again and again every Christmas if they want. Bar Taco. Okay, Bar Taco is my absolute favorite when it comes to user-generated content. I give this example every single time. They kill it. What they do is they have something they called a secret taco. Every month, they will introduce a new taco that's not on the menu. Maybe in the summer, it's like a taco with pineapple relish. Maybe in the fall, it's something with pumpkin. I don't know. And they invite a bunch of influencers to come out and try their new secret taco. So they send out all these emails all over the country. And by the way, they are not paying these influencers. So we're not talking macro influencers, people with like millions of followers, just anybody. And they're inviting people into Bar Taco. Hey, come in, have dinner or lunch on us, bring a friend, and spend up to $75. But you have to post about it. Let me just go ahead and show you this reel I created before I go on. But the caption was, we ordered Bar Taco Life a lot. So we're tagging them so they can see it and then they can reshare. It's super easy to place an order at the app and pick it up at their walk-up window. This month's hashtag Bar Secret Taco is roasted Brussels sprouts taco, and I am here for it. Plus $1 of each taco sold goes to No Kid Hungry. So now I feel better about all the marks I ordered to go with it. It was for a good cause. People love this. Bar Taco shared it, and they can continue to share it to push their delivery. All it cost them was $75. And honestly, I didn't even spend the full $75 on to-go tacos. And that's the cost. It's not like what they actually spent to make that food. User-generated content can be more powerful than the content you create yourself. This is what Lisa was talking about in the beginning. Who are you going to trust more? A Coke commercial talking about our new flavor of Coke is delicious, or your neighbor who says, hey, I bought that new Coke and oh my God, it is delicious. I'm gonna go with my neighbor. Have you ever heard of influencer marketing? That's what we're talking about here. Your content doesn't need to come from a macro influencer to be effective. So again, a macro influencer, someone with hundreds of thousands of followers. When it comes to making a buying decision, who would you trust more? A brand's advertisement or genuine advice?
So, Monica, are you saying it can be plenty effective if you get, if just like normal customers who aren't influencers at all and don't even have particularly large followings post content for you?
Absolutely, 100%. So I'll go into that a little bit more, but I mean, you can get people who are micro influencers who have, like 1,000 followers, or you can get someone who has like 100 followers and they're all their close friends. Think of it this way. Whenever you order something on Amazon, you probably look at the reviews. Like if you're going to order a new coffee cup, you're going to look at the reviews on the 3 that you like and choose what everyone else has to say about it. That's the exact same thing, except I'm taking a picture and putting it on Instagram. So here are some big examples. Bar Taco Life, as we just discussed. Starbucks uses a ton of user-generated content. Obviously, they create their own. I have no idea if they pay influencers or not. And you know what? Maybe they don't even need to, but this is something that they posted a few days ago on Reels and tagged that girl with pink nails. That's not an influencer. That's just someone on Instagram who posted this and tagged Starbucks. They saw it and was like, wow, this is pretty and it's free content. So here it is. This girl bought this chocolate cream cold brew coffee, saw some pretty pink flowers and did a quick boomerang. She played some hip hop music in the background, tagged Starbucks. And why did she do that? Because she thought it was pretty, because she wanted to tell people, hey, this new chocolate cream cold brew is actually delicious. And maybe because she's starving for some more likes and follows and was hoping that Starbucks would see it and share it, which they did. And when people went onto Starbucks' site and was like, hey, that's pretty, let me click on this and see who this person is. Starbucks then was able to share her account with everyone else. I bet her followers went through the roof when Starbucks shared that.
Yeah, and Monica, it seems like there are a lot of people who will make content if they know that the company that they like is going to share the, repost and share the content, and they will make content just because they want that attention. So do you think that's a big motivator?
That's a huge motivator. You have to ask people. You can't just sit back and hope that people are going to post content for you. You have to ask them, give them incentives. A couple more examples real quick. Wayfair, West Elm, and Crate and Barrel. All of these are furniture and home decor stores, and they do exactly what you just said, Lisa. They ask people to create content like, hey, have you shopped at West Elm's new Find Your Like collection? We want to see how you style it. Maybe someone is an aspiring interior designer. Maybe someone's a mom blogger, a lifestyle blogger. Maybe someone's just really proud of the way they styled their brand new loft with the new collection from West Elm. So they take a picture of it. They tag West Elm. They use the hashtag that West Elm asked them to use. And boom, West Elm shared it. I guarantee you this person, Little Bow Home, shared this and said, thanks, West Elm, for highlighting my living room. And now they feel pretty darn special. And they're probably receiving more followers from this because people are like, hey, I like her style. Let me follow her too. And at the same time, they're like, maybe I should buy this couch, this stool, this lamp from West Elm. But you don't have to be a sexy brand like Starbucks or West Elm or Bartaco to get people to post on your behalf. Here's a couple of less sexy brands that I found that show really good examples. So this is a company called D-Choker. What it is it's like a little plastic device that parents use in case their young child chokes. So what they did was they took a bunch of reviews that people had posted saying, hey, this really works. And they shared it. I mean, what's better than that? Like, especially when it comes to the health of your child. If you're looking at something online that says, hey, buy this piece of plastic, it could save your child's life. Or you're looking at a parent that says, hey, I bought that piece of plastic and it actually worked. I'm going to buy it. These are like real life scenarios and reviews that they're sharing. Maybe you're an Airbnb. People love posting whenever they travel. Here I am. Here's what I'm doing. Share the heck out of that. And then TaskRabbit. TaskRabbit actually is working right now on a user-generated content campaign. Their team is focused on this, finding where people have posted. If you don't know what TaskRabbit is, it's this company where you can hire people to come in and put in a new ceiling fan, paint your furniture, change a light bulb, that sort of stuff. This person, I guess, had a bunch of old patio furniture and they reached out to TaskRabbit. They sent someone out and they put new paint on it. So they were so impressed that they posted a before and after showing how cute their new backyard is, tagged TaskRabbit, and then TaskRabbit now has this real life content that they didn't have to go create just for a commercial. But how do I motivate people to create and share content on my behalf? Incentives. So this is exactly what Lisa just asked me. Like, you can't just sit back and hope that people are going to post stuff for you. So what is it that you need to do to be able to go out there and find all of this ready-made content? Trades. So like Bartaco, what they're doing is they are trading lunch on in exchange for Instagram posts, Instagram stories, all that sort of stuff. Contests. That's a really good one. Maybe you are a tire shop and you say, hey, come in and post a picture of your new tires, or leave us a review on Google, and we'll pull one of the reviews within this time period, and we're going to give you a 20% off coupon, or we're going to give you a gift card for dinner. If all it costs you is $100 and you have all of a sudden hundreds of new reviews out there, A, you have hundreds of new reviews out there, but B, you can take those, even if they're just text like from Google, and you can screenshot them, drop them in a template from PosterMyWall, and there's content right there. Like I said, people are going to believe reviews over your created content. You can promote a hashtag that brings focus to the fans, or a cause. Hashtags are great. Here's an extra little bonus tip. So what if the majority of your clientele are not super Instagram savvy? Before they start creating content for you, how are you going to get them to actually open up Instagram and follow you? What you can do is you can create a unique QR code for your business, which, by the way, can be done for free. You can just go to like free QR codes on Google. I think that's what it is. I have it somewhere. If anyone needs it, just reach out to me on Instagram and I'll send it to you. And then what you'll do is you'll generate a free QR code, and then you can put that on a little sign at the cash register. You can drop that in bags. And then whenever people come up, say, hey, make sure you follow us on Instagram. If you like what you bought, tag us and we'll make sure to share it. If that's too much, all they have to do is scan that QR code and boom, they're open on Instagram to your site right then and there. You could say something like, hey, are you following us on Instagram? Follow us right now and we'll give you a free sample. Follow us on Instagram and we'll give you a 10% off coupon. And then they scan it, show you that they've followed you, and all of a sudden you have a new follower right then and there. So here are some examples of incentives. So this used to be a client of mine, Woo Skincare and Cosmetics here in Atlanta. It is a luxury skincare and cosmetic boutique. And during prom season, tons of high school girls come in and get their makeup done. And if anybody's posting pictures of themselves on Facebook or on Instagram, it's these high school girls on prom. So I started thinking, how could we get these images in and get them to come into the store more times throughout the year than just during prom? So we posted this. Did you have your prom makeup done at Woo? We want to see your beautiful photos. Make sure to tag, there's our handle, or use the hashtag, and there's our hashtag. Girls started taking their prom photos that otherwise they weren't tagging anyone in, and they started tagging us, and I started resharing them. So then their friends could see it and other people could see it and be like, oh my gosh, that looks so good. Maybe I should have my makeup done for that wedding I'm going to go to this summer. Maybe I should have my makeup done for this special event I'm heading to this fall. Maybe I should have my makeup done for the company Christmas party. And then all this user-generated content started flowing in. Wayfair at Home campaign. Again, we already talked about that. People love sharing their creations or their homes, or just things that they're proud of. And so interiors is definitely one of them. So Wayfair just, they advertised it. They said, hey, we're going to share this on our platforms. Make sure we tag you so that you have more eyes on your stuff. And then there are challenges. So Chobani on TikTok did a switch the Chobani flip challenge. There could be any sort of challenge that you can make up, as long as it's creative and use the hashtag and get people to start participating. It could even be something as small as just like something in your local community or neighborhood, and just get people involved there. And last but not least, make sure to ask permission before you're sharing other people's content on your feed. So going back to that Starbucks post of the girl with the chocolate drink in front of the flowers, I know for a fact that when Starbucks saw that, they sent her a private message and they said, hey, we love this. Do we have your permission to share it on our platforms? Then she responded with yes or no. Obviously, she said yes. And then they have a record of that. So they'll most likely say yes, which is why they created that content in the first place and tagged you. But it's better safe than sorry. And this is kind of the law. And so as long as you give credit to the person who originally made the post, you're sharing, posting is legal. That's why when you repost a story to your story, Instagram automatically has the account user's name. So if you've ever seen a story and someone tagged you in it and you hit share, it shows who that came from. Instagram's terms of use state the following: you can't post private or confidential information or do anything that violates someone else's rights, including intellectual property. In other words, it's best to always ask for someone's permission before reposting a story. Make sure to document the response if they allow it, just to be safe. And the easiest, quickest way to do that is just send them a message directly in Facebook or Instagram asking if you can share it. And then they can never go back and say, you shared it illegally, or try to report you, because you literally have a record of them giving you permission to do so. All right, that's all I have for right now. If you guys have any questions at all, obviously you can, post it on the PosterMyWall's Facebook page, and I'll be sure to go back and check on that. You can tag me, I'll see it, or you can go to my Instagram handle right there, which is Hello Fancy Media, and let me know if you have any questions at all about anything I've said today or anything else.
All right, so we do have some bonus content as we promised. We've got some information if you want to get in touch with Monica. We have a link so you can download her presentation, and we have some other templates and some other classes you would like. So here, I'll give you a quick look at what that looks like. So please do use that, go on that link and take a look at the bonus content. We also have a promo code for you today, UGC30, 30% off a premium subscription if you are a new user, if you are upgrading, or if you are renewing an old subscription. That expires June 24th, so please use it right away. That's it for today. I hope everybody enjoyed class. Thank you again, Monica, and thank you, Audrey. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Everybody have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.